Malaysia. Population 31 million. You have probably heard of the Petronas Towers, tallest twin towers in the world, their capital Kuala Lumpur, and their tigers. However, one of their most unspoken developments is the recent growth of streetwear and street culture. Today, we will be visiting a few key stores: Major Drop, Showroom, and the Cap City, all pieces of the puzzle in dressing Malaysia in street fashion. First stop, Major Drop. Born in 2010, Major Drop was created to occupy a void that was evident in the Malaysian fashion industry. Not for the luxury consumers, not for the boring high street fashionistas, but for the casual streetwear-inspired dresser that does not overlook comfort in their everyday getup. Major Drop looks to be a pioneer as the #1 streetwear e-commerce hub for Malaysia.
When I was growing up, I really looked up to many brands, but a lot of them were not present here in Malaysia. My dream was to always sort of open up a store of goods that I loved and my partners loved as well, so that we could sort of offer it to the general public. And that's pretty much how we got started. That's how Major Drop was born, a curation of the best brands from around the world. What's up guys, my name is Hugh, one of the co-founders of Major Drop. We've been doing it now since 2014. However, I've been in the industry, street lifestyle, for the past 6 years. Right now, Major Drop offers over 50 different brands under one roof. And that's not only international brands, but also local brands. We want to be a platform for up-and-coming talent as well. And a lot of times, even though we've got the huge brands that are in the store, but at the same point in time, we do want to highlight the small guys who are doing great things, and we really, really want to support that. The concept of the Major Drop store derived from the idea of it being a workshop. Why a workshop? Is because that is where ideas are born. And what we have here today is a whole variety of different brands and people, who have this idea of actually building something. And what you see here today is all the finished product of that.
Major Drop made buying international street brands easy for customers. From mainstream to local brands, Malaysia now has it all. However, there was a life before convenience. We take it to Showroom, who started its career as a store in the early 2000s to get the ins and outs of what the scene was like almost 2 decades ago.
Internet 嗰啲新都唔係講好 develop 響嘢 ，try to promote 我哋嘅嘢，通常係喺 blogspot 嗰度咁樣嘅，同埋 join 下人哋嘅 forum 好似我哋有咩新貨，影下相咁樣 post 晒嗰度，又或者你見到有啲 streetwear brand 係有啲咩 US 嘅 rapper 有着㗎，所以我開始咁樣，大約係咁樣嘅嚟宣傳我哋嘅 brand 響 Malaysia 咯。Darren Chiu 開一間鋪嗌做 Showroom Skate，then 我係 carry LA 嘅 streetwear 牌子落嚟 Malaysia， 同埋我已經做呢樣嘢做開12年咗。大部分個牌子我 carry 嘅咧都係more to skateboarding culture 嘅。其實我本身咧都好中意 streetwear 咗嘅 ，since 我係讀緊 college 嗰陣時，點解要開依間 showroom 同埋帶嗰啲美國嘅街頭牌子入嚟咧？就因為我想 introduce 依一啲 brand 俾 Malaysia 依一個 street culture 咁樣。份嘅 street culture 都係 involve 響 skateboarding hip hop 嗰啲係我自己本身好中意嘅嘢嚟嘅。到家陣咧，我哋已經有差唔多 more than 10個牌子carry from US 嘅。
As seen through Showroom and Darren, the past can look very different from the present. From starting brands to being a rapper, many kids are struggling to figure out how to climb the ladder. Unfortunately, not everyone can make it, and the pressure can be overwhelming. Meet Nigel Sparks, whose beginnings consisted of being a young, aspiring rapper, club MC, and owning a clothing brand at the age of 21. He is now the owner of the Cap City, the first headwear specialty store in Malaysia, now making noise others are desperately trying to make.
Hi, I'm Nigel Sparks. I used to rap. I used to party MC. I have my own clothing line called Negative, and now I own 4 stores of the Cap City, 3 in Malaysia and 1 in Brunei. The reason why I started the Cap City was simply because I was a cap collector since I was 14 years old. It was very hard for me to get authentic caps in Malaysia. There's always been this question in my head that why isn't there a cap shop in Malaysia? During my 3rd year of my business for Negative, I thought like I needed a brick and mortar store. So instead of having a full-on Negative store, I wanted to solve the problem, for cap collectors like me. So I started the Cap City, whereby it's like a one-stop cap shop with a variety of brands for people to choose from. And most importantly, authentic caps. The kids these days, they don't even know what they're wearing, you know? They're just buying it for the hype and just because some blogger on Instagram is wearing it. And there's no depth to any of it, you know? Back then, the OGs and during the early 2000s, they wear it because they love the culture and they were part of the culture. Streetwear is more like an expression to me. It's about what you represent and what you stand for. It has changed my life. It used to be my passion, but now it's my occupation, it's my career, it's my life, it's everything.